whole trans daughter throwing shade since we're in that situation right now. So yeah, it's like, when you live, you got to make drastic decisions. So yeah, so we talked about it early in the week that Elon Musk basically talked about his child Vivian and said that his child is dead and kept dead naming the child and kept using male pronouns when Vivian identifies as female. I believe she's 20. I think she's 20. So um he basically was saying all this stuff about Vivian. In my head, I'm sitting there thinking like the child actually died. But no, he's telling because the child decided to transition and become a woman because that's how they identify, that she is dead to him, I guess. So Vivian got on social media on that good old, didn't even go to Twitter. Now that's the ultimate shade. Yeah, and I told him when it comes to this heifer, since he like dead naming people, we dead name that website he done took over. It's not X, it's fucking Twitter. So um Vivian went over on Threads, the competition, and threw a little shade at her shady ass father. So Vivian Wilson is fact checking her own dad after billionaire Elon Musk made bigoted comments about her gender. The billionaire recently attacked her gender affirming care in an interview with conspiracy theorist Jordan Peterson for conservative platform Daily Wire, claiming that the life saving treatment killed his daughter while repeatedly misgendering her. Musk said that while his daughter wanted to begin transitioning, he was essentially tricked, I tell you, tricked into signing documents before he had really any understanding of what was going on. This is what he said. Doctors told him that his daughter might commit or unalive herself, I should say, if she was prevented from receiving care. Saying, I lost my son. They call it dead naming for a reason. This is what he had said. The reason it's called dead naming is because your son is dead. So my son is dead, killed by the woke mind virus. Now, Wilson has since responded to Musk's assertions on Threads, the rival of his platform, Twitter, saying that her biological father's claims are so blatantly false that she just started to find it funny at this point. Saying, calling me dead on a podcast with Jordan Peterson, of all people, while basically admitting you have zero reading comprehension by saying you were tricked into signing documents that you read over multiple times is basically a parody of itself. She said, like, it's honestly Cam. And it also said, in the words of Morgan McMichaels, I look pretty dead for a dead bitch. And then, of course, now they said Wilson has debunked some of Musk's other assertions about her, among them several homophobic stereotypes about her youth, including that she was a fan of musical theater. She wasn't. And picking out clothes for Musk to wear. She didn't. Musk also claimed that Wilson was born slightly autistic. Oh, you mean like her daddy? Because he said she was born slightly autistic. Now, word on the curb is Elon is on the spectrum. But I said, like, you know what? We can't do that to the people that's on the spectrum. Shout out to those of y'all that's on the spectrum. He ain't on no damn spectrum. He's just ignorant. Now, I said, this entire thing is completely made up, and there is a reason for this. He doesn't know what I was like as a child because he quite simply wasn't there. And in the little time that he was, I was relentlessly harassed by femininity and queerness, Wilson wrote. Obviously, he can't say that, so I've been reduced to a happy little stereotype furthering along to use at his discretion. I think that says a lot about how he views queer people and children in general. Now, Wilson, who's 20, is one of 6 children, 5 living, Musk had with his first wife, model Justine Wilson. So where's the thing is that um, she's actually a twin, as we showed in a photo when we first did this article. She has a twin, and then Justine wound up having triplets with um, Elon, which makes it 5 kids altogether. So she said she filed a petition in LA County Superior Court in April of 2022 to legally change her name and gender, citing the reason as gender identity and the fact that I no longer live with or wish to be related to my biological father in any way, shape, or form. Wilson then shot back at her father's claims that she is not a girl, telling Musk to go touch some fucking grass. Oh, child, this is the one thing you got to realize about members of the LGBTs. When you try to come for us, child, we will drag your ugly ass down to the floor. And I have to say, future Elon Musk baby makers in the making, y'all need to realize who y'all stepping in bed with, because we got a video, we got an article next following up of one of his baby mamas, Grimes, coming to Vivian's defense. and the fact that she's going through her custody battle with Elon. She said, as for if I'm not a woman, sure, Jan, whatever you say, I'm legally recognized as a woman in the state of California, and I don't concern myself with the opinions of those who are below me, she wrote. Obviously, Elon can't say the same because in a ketamine-fueled haze, he's desperate for attention and validation from an army of degenerate red-pilled incels and pygmies who are quick to give it to him. Child, I couldn't have read his ass better than myself. And you want to know something, Vivian? Clearly, you get your looks on your mother because Elon is as ugly on the outside as he is on the inside. And I got to give it up to her for throwing the ultimate shade at her stupid ass father, who, like she said, doesn't know her. So, the clapback was epic. I don't think I need to elaborate any more on that because Vivian did what needed to be done and read her stupid ass father down to the floor. But I say all this to say, what do y'all think of this tea? I was sitting here salivating about all I need is my popcorn so I could just live for the reads because, because reading is what? Fundamental, as they say. So anyway, let me know what y'all think in the comments of this story down below.